Om Swastiastu. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Namo Buddhaya, and greeting of virtue. Dear Honorable Miss Ida Ayumadi Tami, SPD MPD, as well as all of you. Thank you for your time and opportunity. I hope we are all in good health. So, I'm so happy because we can gather together in this Zoom meeting room. Well, ladies and gentlemen, life doesn't always go smoothly. We often face obstacles and failures. However, has it ever occurred to you that failure is actually one of the pillars of success? And how can failure be driving force that moves us towards the door of success? Sometimes when we fail, we must look at the positive angle. Regardless how big the failure is, failure can guide us to pick up success. This is why on this occasion, I am here to invite you to learn and rise from failure. Before that, I would like to ask, what exactly is failure? What? Okay, failure is a condition in which a person is unable to realize their goals or desires. So it can be said that failure is just a daily success. Failure is a common thing that happens in every journey of our lives. In my opinion, failure is likened to a compass. Why is that? So sometimes when experiencing failure, humans just realize their mistakes or shortcomings, so that these failures gives them the opportunity for self-introspection. With self-introspection, failure will show us what to do next. So there you have it. And the next, I would like to say that failure has a negative impact on both yourself and others. There are 4 impacts that I can tell you. First, behaving outside the norm. We often see expressions or outbursts of disappointment that come out of ourselves or others, such as saying or behaving outside the norms of society, or just being silent and contemplating. Well, this is one of the impacts that arise from experiencing failure, and the second leads to feelings to hopelessness. Failure can cause someone to feel hopeless or lose hope. Just imagine someone who has fought hard to achieve his goal, but even failed. This can trigger a person to doubt himself, doubt the abilities he has. In addition, failure impacts the emotional state. The effect is very large because it can cause feelings of disappointment, depression, and even frustration. They can also lose motivation or just for life. So the impact of failure must be watched out for, because people like this tend to do reckless things such as the most dangerous, namely ending their own lives. Okay, but don't need worry and don't be confused, because failure is not the end of the world. Failure can be a turning point in our lives. The proof is that there are many people who manage to rise from failure. Therefore, I would like to share one of interesting and inspiring stories from a very inspiring figure and managed to prove that failure is not the end. Who else is not Jack Ma? Jack Ma is a businessman from China who is the founder and executive chairman of Alibaba Group, the large e-commerce company in China. Before we talk about Jack Ma, let's watch the video that I have prepared. Well, let's watching.
When I was young, I went to Hangzhou West Lake. There's a hotel. Many foreign visitors visit there. And I went there every morning 5 o'clock to practice my English. The foreign visitors come, I practice my English. I don't know why at that time. But I found everything the foreign visitors told me are so different from the things my parents told me, my teacher told me, and the newspaper I read. So since then, I think everything use my own brain. Use your own brain to think. To everybody, to any person, tomorrow is new. Make the move. Make the action. I didn't have a rich father. I tried 3 times for university. All failed. I applied for Harvard for 10 times. All failed. They don't even want to see me. For the last time, I went to the teachers college, which was considered the 3rd or 4th class of my city. So I applied jobs for 30 times, got rejected. It was so difficult at that time. I was so frustrated because I taught in the university. My pay was $10 a month because I could not find a good job. In 1994, discussed that I'm going to do something called internet. And 23 of them against it. They said, this is a stupid idea. We have never heard about internet. And you know nothing about computer. And I never thought I was smart. Nobody believed that I could be successful. Because everybody said, well, this guy think differently, think crazily. They think about something that never work. I tried to borrow $3,000 from the banks. Took me 3 months, but I still cannot get it. We talked to over 30 or 40 venture capitalists. Everybody said no, forget it. A lot of people said Alibaba is a terrible model. As I said, I believe it. I think this thing could be big if we keep on working. I never thought it would be that big like today. But I believe that something is waiting for me there. And I have to work hard to prove myself. That was a tough experience. So we gathered $50,000 from 18 founders. We started. For the first 3 years, we did not have even $1 revenue from our business. It was not easy.
You don't make any money. You've got extraordinary claims, and yet you make nothing. That's internet. Yes, but what's the point? Are you a millionaire? Now? No. Do you want to be? I hope.
But why it keeps going ahead, going forward? Because I received lots of email of thanks from the customer. They say, this is such a great thing. We cannot pay you, but this thing helped us. If you keep on helping us, one day you will be successful. And I believe this. Little by little, we build up our business. Little by little, we build up our ecosystem of the infrastructure. And now, after 16 years, we have an Alibaba group, we have a Tmall group, we have a Taobao group, we have Alipay. And people said, you are so smart. How could you make a company like that?
Well, Jack Ma is a simple person and comes from a simple family, but does not make his determination to achieve a good life. But on his journey, he faced many failures before achieving his extraordinary career as it is today. He always was rejected when applying for jobs, and he even applied to Harvard University many times, but always unsuccessful. But those failures did not dampen his determination to be successful. He has always been persistent and considers that failure is not the end. He used failure to improve himself, motivate himself, and continue to strive for his goals. Eventually, he became what he is today. Jack's inspiring story provides clear evidence that failure is not the end. We must realize that failure can be a learning tool. Failure can teach us various things, such as the first, self-reflection. Self-reflection. Failure can be used as a mirror to see what needs to be improved, so that we can evaluate our failures so that we can improve ourselves, giving us a way to achieve success or the desired goal. And the second, teaches many things. Failure provides an experience that always provides a lot of new learning. So when we fail, we actually get new lessons. From here, we can get an understanding of things that we can improve or can be used to try other new things. Therefore, failure can give us many things to achieve our dreams. Okay, and 3, builds character. Failure can also build a stronger character. Failure makes us a stronger person than before, especially mental strong. Therefore, it is important for us to learn from failure. And remember that failure is one of the best teachers you can have. So it is so important to learn from failure. So let's see failure is as the key to opening the door. Opening the door success. Okay? And failure does hurt, but based on what I have said earlier, let us change our view of failure. Failure is not only something heartbreaking, but as long as we can process it, it will definitely become our tool to accelerate or the desired goal. Okay, so don't be afraid and sad if we fail. Make the failure as a moment to rise and achieve success. Okay, so the points that I can summarize are that sometimes in every life there is failure, but keep in mind that failure is not the end. It's not eternal. If we can see opportunities, we will rise and from that failure. Therefore, we really need to learn from every failure, because failure invites us to reflect on ourselves, learn many things, and build our character. By learning from failure, we will be able to rise up and achieve our. So let's commit to ourselves to learn from each of our failures and rise from them. Okay? Thank you for the opportunity that has been given to me. Hopefully what has been said can motivate and inspire us. See you!